going back to basics. What's up friends, Liron here. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today I want to talk about a concept that really helps me in the long run when I want to improve my skills in watercolor. Currently it's watercolor or anything else I did and still am doing. So it's just, I think, a good advice to have with you in the long run and to actually know how to take yourself out of situations where you feel maybe a bit frustrated or things aren't going your way. Okay, so it's a very simple advice and it's going back to basics. So whenever you feel like you're struggling, you're trying to learn something new or master a certain technique, usually what I experience is, let's say I'm starting now to, I've been really inspired lately by Alvaro Castañeda style of watercolor paintings. And so this leads me to trying new things. When you try new things, you become a little more crappy sometimes at what you do because it's out of your comfort zone, you're not used to it. And so this is what I experienced in the last few days. And what I do when this happens is I mentally tell myself to go back to the basics, to the very, very basics. Just try and paint an even wash. Just try and practice your brushes, line strokes, things of that nature. And what happens is that going back to the basics sort of detaches you from any outcome. Now, when you become too outcome dependent, especially if you're trying to imitate some kind of a style or something that you're not used to doing, then you may become too obsessive about it, and it just leads to a bad cycle of not being able to do it successfully. Okay, and so what I like to do when I notice that switch in my mind happening, I like to take a step back and say, okay, let's go back today to the basics. This is what I'm gonna do today. So I take one day to just practice on brush strokes. I'll fill in pages with brush strokes or some very basic stuff, some just trying to notice shapes and just drawing the shapes of colors with no meaning behind them. I'm not trying to create a scene that I'm looking at. I'm not trying to convey depth. I'm not trying to do anything. Just going back to the basics. So this is it. This is the quick tip for today. I hope this helps you. And really think about it. If you find yourself in a place where you're a bit frustrated by your progress or something like this, it happens all the time. I mean, when you're working towards mastering a new skill, it's bound to happen from time to time. It's a part of the learning curve. And so if you feel that way, maybe it's a good chance to actually step back and try to go back to basics and see how it goes. Maybe you'll end up having a lot of fun and just enjoying it. So anyway, this is it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel. I have tons of more awesome videos and I'm really upping the bar in terms of how many, raising the bar in terms of how many videos I publish. So it's like one every 2 days, or maybe sometimes I record almost every day and then sometimes I schedule, sometimes I publish immediately. So this is it, and don't forget Snapchat and Instagram, where I share every day my practice session, what I'm doing exactly. I show step by step, really good for motivation and inspiration. So I hope to see you there. Take care, and I'll see you soon.